Okay, there we go. That should be much better.
All right, can you do me a quick favor and talk real quick?
Ba, 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 ba. I'm talking. I'm saying words that talk, that say words and stuff, and I'll keep talking until you let me know
All
when
right,
to stop.
we're picking up on you. All right, let's go.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Fuck it. I'm not going to work today. I have a shoot later
Beautiful,
tonight, and we're doing this
beautiful.
interview real quick, so I feel really good.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Who's your shoot with, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm not even 100% sure. You know this website called Backstage?
Yes, I do. I love Backstage.
Yeah. So I've been using Backstage just to get some like other jobs and shit, and
Dude,
I applied to this background position for a music video for as a background actor.
respect.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's awesome, dude.
So I
What,
don't
you
even know
have a
who the
lot of
fuck the
fun?
artist is, bro, but it's near my mama's house. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. No, dude, that's awesome. That's fucking sick.
Shit, what about you, bro? What you
Yeah.
been up to?
I had so I've been up to some weird stuff. I just turned 21 last week, which was great.
Happy
And
late birthday. I
then
forgot you are older than me.
how old are you, bro? If
I'm
you don't
only
mind me asking.
19.
Damn. Yeah, bro, you're mad enthusiastic and ambitious, and like that's great. I hope you keep that energy for real. I've been trying to use Chat GPT to teach me how to make music
Even like,
videos.
and this is not even like undermining like the racial issues with that. It's like not even just like with like
100%.
race art, like not even just like race, but just as like civilians, bro, and like the
Yes.
class systems. Like take the race outside, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, like we're all put against each other because of like our skin color, this and that, whatever, bro. And
Real.
they want us to be against each other, but at the end of the day, bro, it's just us versus them.
Mm-hmm. No, literally. And I'm writing down. If you hear me typing, I'm trying to type some stuff in the chat that maybe puts my puts my tangents into a
No, no, bro. Do
dense
what you need to do.
argument.
It's all good.
Okay.
That's what the Discord's for.
Thank you so much. I'm just saying the politics of controlling bodily functions and essentially evolution, human evolution. Because if you're controlling who lives and dies, you're basically it's not natural selection; it's personal selection, right? And that's
Yeah.
terrifying, right? Like, no person or small group of people should have the authority to choose that. And I feel like every person, and a lot of what I'm learning has actually taught me as an individual how I can choose or make certain decisions in my life to give myself the power to not engage in certain systems, right? Like I don't have to go to maybe every faculty meeting in my gems department because maybe some of it's bullshit, like, and maybe like I don't like there's certain concepts of like sanity, certain concepts of like professionalism, right? Like things that keep people's bodily functions or position in society like docile, essentially. And so anyway, I all of that is very interesting to me because I'm into rap music, and rap music has some crazy shit with life and death and poetry and philosophy. Like and I've way
I,
more than I think people give it credit for.
I will say this,
Um,
bro.
yeah.
From like an outside, I'll think in like this whole big group of artists that we're in. I think the one thing that stands out with you is that obviously, bro, you a white man in a mostly POC space, bro.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, boy, every single time I listen to your goddamn music, I don't know where the fuck you from. I'm not sure who you was rolling. I'm not sure, but you got some sort of soul. You respect the culture. I can see that,
Thank you.
like every single time I see you, bro, you just filled with like hella fucking love, bro. And it's just like I
Appreciate
always be talking to Kira, bro. I was like, hey, bro, every single time we see Jay, bro, this nigga's always so fucking happy,
it.
bro.
Thank you. I mean, look, I try really hard. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One thing is I'm white passing and I am white, so like I need that to be very clear. Like
Yeah.
when I discuss this stuff, but I do have like my dad's Afro Chicano. And my dad's got parents from Mexico. My dad's got a
I
mom
see them
who
curls.
is
It makes sense, yeah.
right. Yeah, right. And my dad's got a mom who's African American, and my grandma didn't ever really have as much touch with her culture and whatnot, and would often encourage me to like look into stuff like my past. And so in doing that when I was very young, I want to say like 11 or 12, I like fell in love with hip hop, and not like in a way where I ever assumed, right, a space or a position of like being a black person or being a person, even a person of color, right.
Yeah.
I've lived and experienced life mostly as a white passing Chicano person, and like I've experienced life with that type of privilege or whatnot. But I've also come into certain spaces, especially artistic spaces, with a huge amount of appreciation and I think respect for one, like the inception of that art. Like I remember learning about the history of hip hop and like how it started in the Bronx in the late 1970s, and it was literally born out of a need for people to create shit when they were in like desperation. There were massive blackouts in the Bronx. People were throwing bricks and cement shit through windows, and, like in the middle of the night, taking some shit for like sound gear, sound equipment, and people would show up the next day in the park with like full sound setups, like playing records, and no one would say how they got it or who they got it from, which was dope. And that's how you got some of the very first like hip hop parties, like in the 19. And I remember hearing that, and I'm like, that's what I want my friends to be on. Like I'm a white kid in the suburbs. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I want my friends to be on. Like just like fuck a venue, fuck an establishment, fuck looking like Drake. Like let's just build our own parties and scenes. And I quickly learned that like white people are not like always socialized to be incredibly accepting of other sounds or stuff, and
Yeah.
and like also white people really treat hip hop like a commodity, like it's a like a ticket to get rich. And so I had
Yes,
to
bro.
start, right, sorry, and I know I'm kind of going on a long
No, no,
tangent.
no, no.
I
Go.
just but I eventually realized like if I want to make anything of quality or I want to learn anything, I got to start going into like the shows in Sacramento, like the metropolitan area, which was like 30 minutes away from me. And at the time, I didn't really have a license, or I didn't feel very confident driving all the way out to the city. So I would take the red line. I would drive to the closest train station, and I would get like a parking ticket there, and then I would take the red line from Sacramento. I mean, from Folsom all the way to Sacramento, and then I would go to these art shows. I would go to these open mics, and I would go. And a lot of the time, like I would perform something, but like it was never that good. But the people there were always so accepting and taught me different things: breath control, stage presence, stuff like that. And I just got better. And I've always learned that showing kindness and respect, especially in spaces where maybe you're not the most important voice, or you don't have to be the center of attention, right? Like I think that also creates a great learning environment for yourself, and also just like I don't know, I have some of the best friends at
Yeah.
size 18 like that I could ask for. So I don't know, all in
I,
all, like my journey of hip-hop has been great.
I will say because you said something earlier and it brought me back to your last one about you saying about how complex people can be, and like um you know, as a white passing Chicano in this space, I
Yeah.
would say that like the number one tip I could give you as just like an African American just like watching all your shit is that like all you can do is embrace the culture, embrace the music, but just know that like in by doing that, um, some of those experiences, bro, like you're not gonna have any of those experiences. Hell, even I'm not gonna have
Real.
most of those experiences because like um
Real.
I'm mixed, bro. I have my dad's full black and my mom's black and white. So
Mm.
even though like I'm not full black and I have like that little quarter of white, I'm still white
Yeah.
passing, bro. I'm still gonna get different privileges in this world compared to like other black people, no matter what.
100%.
So like even when even like I ain't gonna lie, you guys kind of inspired me to like get into start making music. I just gotta learn how to start
Oh,
making music and shit. But
dude, I got you.
if I ever do make that branch, I always know that like, hey, bro, I can't just be always rapping about like I'm on the streets and not because I wasn't on the streets. My parents did made a
Literally.
big effort to try to not let me have that lifestyle, bro. But we still went through some
Yeah.
shit, bro. But it's like I'm not gonna claim all that.
Exactly. Well, and also I think that's a really interesting point you make, because I also think we've been socialized or maybe conditioned to think that the black experience is monolithic. Like especially in your case, right? Like you didn't experience a lot of those things that are maybe put more in songs and whatnot. So maybe you don't feel necessarily the motivation to put that in your songs, but you do feel motivated to speak your truth. Similar to people who maybe did live life in the streets, right, and want
Yeah,
to speak their truth, right? So it's not even necessarily the content, but it's the essence and motivation behind that content. And I
yeah.
think that's so pure and like so real. And one, I appreciate your advice, and two, I'm always gonna hold that like really dear to my heart. And then three, I like if you ever want to record or something, I got you.
Hey, bro, I'm
Like
fucking down.
that's
Fucking.
yeah, no, for real. I'm always down because like I think all people have to do is want it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I am just a heavy listener. I do know that like everyone says that if you have a deep love for music, that probably means that you can make music, and
Okay,
like
I think anyone can make music, but I was terrible when I
oh
started.
yeah, I already know.
Like
That's
really
part of the
bad.
process though. You think? Look, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I know for a fact I don't have the best photos and best videos out. I know for a fact I don't. But like at
But
the
they're
same time,
yours.
yeah, they're mine, bro. So I know that I'm still a young dude, bro, and like
Real.
I haven't gotten like hella success, bro, but I feel like I'm on a good path right now. So I'm just gonna keep on doing what I
You're
need to do to
also
evolve.
19, bro.
Yeah,
If I was like if I was doing the things you were doing at 19, like being able to like do these cool shoots and like just talk to all these other people that like I really look up to and shit, dude. Fuck. Like that's just gonna propel you. That's gonna be like a bouncing board for you for real. Like and like I don't know. I know everyone at size 18 really appreciates you and likes what you do. So like I don't know. I wouldn't measure it by maybe necessarily like an imagined goal or maybe something people have told you where you have to be at, right? But more so where you are now in contrast to maybe even a year ago, or where you are now in contrast to maybe 18 months ago,
yeah.
right? Like it's just crazy.
And like even just like that small like process, bro. It's been fucking fun as shit, bro. Like
Dude, it's awesome, and I like your shit a lot. I mean, the hazmat video is you, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, fucking great. Like
Thank you,
I
bro.
don't know. Yeah, of course. So I'm anyway. Sorry, I don't know why I'm
See, no,
interrupting
like,
you,
see,
but
like
I
that shit, like that all that was just me, like, just recording random clips of like you guys performing and shit. But like, we need to like sit down one day and like actually get like full blown videos out for you
Dude,
guys.
I am down. I that's like that's been our big hurdle recently. Is like we feel like finally we've gotten like the whole last year was us getting the unit together,
Yeah,
and then cuz I wasn't even like when I dropped Prop 1, I wasn't really even in size 18. I was just a friend of Joe Jenks. And over time I've gotten really close with everyone at size 18 and like I'm like, yeah, I feel like a member and I feel like I can release my shit under this. And like we got Masongo's first tape coming out this month.
no,
We
that
got
nigga Masongo,
NOJAY.
bro.
It's crazy.
He's all, bro. He's just like the big brother, bro. I always be seeing him,
Yeah,
bro. He's got that big ass smile on his face, bro. I'm so happy for him, bro.
he is so sweet, and I think he's got like one of the coolest brains in the group. Like he's got like,
He has wisdom,
um,
bro.
oh for real, wisdom and also just like really good. Like his wordplay is really I don't know, complicated, layered, like in a good way though. Like
Yeah,
I'll go over like a feature he gives me like for the fifth or sixth time, and like I'll catch shit that I just didn't even expect to be hit with. It's cool, and like I don't know. I think in building that roster, right? Like, all of us slowly realized like, oh shit, we all of us together can create some insane shit. Like Jonah's doing some merch for Roku right now. Like I'm trying to build some hardware and software, so like maybe we can use like for example, it started with a problem like Jank had, where have you worked in any DAWs before, like FL Logic, anything like that?
I've tried to pick up FL and I tried to learn Bandcamp, but dude, I don't know
Dude,
shit,
that is
bro.
okay. I
Look,
got you.
what's his
I can teach you FL.
teach me
No
whatever you need.
problem.
I'm like the closest like person I could think of where I could like think of my mind is like Rick Rubin because like I don't know how to make
Perfect.
it. I just know what
Yeah.
sounds good.
You got a vision.
Yeah, I got a
You have a
vision. I just don't know
vision.
how to apply it. Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like you got a career as either an executive producer or a producer if you really want to like cuz if you I'm serious, if you apply yourself, you can do anything. And I think in 6 months you could be making your own beats. I'm not even lying.
Honestly,
Like
all I can do right now is just keep on just like not even just with like film, bro, because like I'm a film major, so like at first I remember
sick as fuck.
at first going into this, I was just like, oh, I just want to focus on movies, this and that shit, and like now I'm making music videos and shit and doing photos, so like you know like
Real. Dude, it's a good progression, you
yeah,
know. It's like a and like don't yeah, I think and then just don't be afraid to do more than one thing. Like I think all
oh
of
no,
us
yeah,
are, you know, all of us are open to like one getting a beat by you and then also getting a music video directed by you, right? It's not like, oh, that guy's doing the beats now. I'm not gonna want to see what they're doing with the visuals because you're talented. I'm sure you're talented at both. Like if you can imagine it, you can conceive it. No problem.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, boy, like. And mind you, when I say boy, I don't mean disrespect like that. I'm just I got a family from the
No.
south.
And
I realize how disrespectful that sounds.
no. We're good. I don't take any disrespect.
But what's it called? My main goal, bro, honestly, is that like I'm my for creativity for me is just I want to be versatile. Cause like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, bro, like I'm right now like yeah, everyone knows what has to do with the camera, bro. But like who like I'm not sure
Who's
how old.
behind the
Yeah,
camera?
like I'm not sure how old I'm gonna. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna live for, bro. And
Real.
I have ideas for shit that I want to do. I don't give a fuck if I get popular off of it or whatever. Just knowing the fact that I could do it and that even if it's just like yo, I can make a beat for you guys, or if I wanted to hop on a song just for fun, I could do
Bro,
it.
hop on prop 3. Like I'm working on it right now.
I'll hop on. Nigga, if you help me sit down and write a verse, bro, and help me like get some ideas
I
flowing,
got
I'll
you.
hop on for a quick verse, bro.
I got you.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. If I hopped onto a verse, bro, no one would be expecting that shit.
Exactly. That's the point.
Well, I mean, that's why I have two names right now.
What's your second name?
Okay, so Kid Indigo. I was thinking about Kid Indigo for more just like my personal creative shit. So like my videos, my if I ever make short films like that shit. But I do ultimately my main goal is to just get into the movie industry, and
Yeah.
I realized that like yo I'm gonna need to have like a more professional sounding name. So I'm not sure if you know
I
my
don't know. I
re-
don't know.
well
Kid Indigo.
I had both because like I'm like listen bro it's like look I have Kid Indigo and then I have my
Uh-huh.
film name is Gerard Cole was just my middle name and first name.
That's hard as fuck though.
Yeah, so it's
That's
like
also great.
oh I'm thinking it's just like bro I'm gonna have both the names on this shit no matter what, and like
Mhm.
if I get to a point where it's like I'm making music, bro, like it'll be cool as fuck if they realize, oh fuck, this nigga making music. Like, oh wait, no, he an actor. Like I don't want to be known for just one
Yeah.
thing, bro.
Exactly. Well, and I think here's the issue, right? Is we're told when we ask what do we want to be when we grow up, and
Yeah,
we don't ask what can we be, and like we ask it like it's a like that is like okay, in my opinion, that's like one of my first real memories, like in school, is being asked that, and like being other things like my favorite color and other stuff. But I remember in particular like being asked that, and I had so many answers, and like the sometimes you'd be given a worksheet or something, and they're like pick one, and I'm like bro like nowadays even I'm like just with how the internet is expanded or even something like ChatGPT that can basically teach you skills in like real time and be like almost a tutor in a way. um like I feel like people are so much more like I rap. I originally wanted to be a movie director, like that was my
yeah,
first thing, and then I realized I hate relying on other people.
yeah.
And then and
Oh,
then
don't get me fucking
eventually
started on
right
that.
right like it's kind of hell, like don't get me wrong, and so I learned like oh music is kind of like you create your own world but you can do it yourself, and then I realized oh it's really hard to do by yourself, but I learned I could do it by my like essentially so I learned how to record, I learned how to do an audio setup, I learned how to do all that shit, learned how to troubleshoot fucking signal flow and all that dumb shit, I learned how to work a DAW, learned how to mix, learned how to master, learned how to use a fucking what's it called distributor, learned how to split revenue, learn what was fair, learn what wasn't, have my own opinions on shit, and now I'm realizing oh I can do more shit, and like I'm only 21, like
Yeah,
I just unlocked the full map, you know what I
exactly.
mean,
Like,
like I
don't
like
limit yourself ever.
literally well I'm working on a book right now,
Yeah,
and then I'm working on NOJAY, I'm working on prop 3, I'm working on music videos for prop 2. We got shows coming, I got a show tomorrow, like I'm in college.
yeah,
Like
dude.
we're just
Look,
doing it.
you're on the fucking grind, and look, I'm telling you, bro. And if you ever run into like the other size 18 dudes, like tell them this, bro. Cause like I look,
Mhm.
uh, I'm gonna give you. I don't know if I ever went in depth with you about the main reason why I made the website.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I have this other homie Nick. I went to high school with him. I work with him at my job right now. He's also really into like the music scene and shit. He's also like a
Mhm.
filmer, and he's getting back into it. And I was talking to him, and we've all just been noticing like this huge fucking scene that's just been developing in the IE recently. And I know you guys,
Bro, real.
dude. And it's not even just you guys. It's like it's with rap, it's with punk, it's with metal, it's with everything, and it's all
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
yeah, and it's all like coming together into like this weird thing, and it's like bringing in all these other different type of cultures and all these other different type of interests that like with like the jewelry, the skating, with all this other shit, bro, right?
Yeah.
And
And the music and the camera tech, like so
yeah,
many people like swapping cameras and shit, camera parts, like that's crazy. That's
there,
so fire.
there's all this shit, bro, and the only thing I realize is that there's nothing organizing it all. And
Right.
not and I
There's no
don't
unit.
yeah, and I don't mean as in like size 18 isn't organized. I mean like overall, like the IE isn't recognized as like a big music scene as like LA,
Mm-mm.
New York, etc. And there's dude, the IE's been producing artists for fucking years, bro. It's just no one likes to claim the IE. They like to say LA, right?
Yeah, and we have the same problem in Sacramento where
Yeah.
people just claim the Bay Area, but Sacramento is neither the Bay, it's not really NorCal, it's not really SoCal, it's a valley. Like it's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like but there's nothing wrong with that. Like I think that's just where and it's similar to that's why I think I like the Pomona Valley so much. I like IE so much is because there's like a very similar vibe of people like really wanting their own distinct identity and maybe we're still finding it,
Yeah.
you know?
But
And I oh sorry, finish your thought. I didn't mean to.
oh no, it's all good. But my main goal basically is that like we have all these artists that are upcoming developing, right?
Yes.
But I realize is that everyone knows your guys' music, but no one knows anything about you guys yet. Like
True.
as people. So like
True.
let's say like I did a test and I was like, let me just look up all these artists, right, and see what pops up. I looked up like you, Ascari, NOJAY,
Oh yeah,
etc.
I come up as a politician who like blew his brains out.
Yeah. So like all your guys' music and stuff is pops up and stuff, but like if someone were to hear your name, like no one's gonna know like the details about you.
True.
So I'm just like, bro,
Let's get those details.
not even yeah. It's like look, my main thing is just documenting overall. I document with photos. I document with videos. No matter what I'm doing, I'm always documenting something.
Real as fuck.
So it's just like I just want to start documenting this scene that's growing in the IE, and I think that I want to just cover you guys first because like number one, I'm not sure if you know this, but I went to high school with Ascari, bro.
I thought y'all were like long term friends, but I did not know the context. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I've known Ascari since like I think we were like 14 or some shit, and
Wow.
I'm gonna say this, bro. This nigga, I can tell you for a fact. The fact that this nigga made it this far, I am full blown confident. I was full blown confident in Ascari, and I always knew that he was gonna make something of himself. And just seeing that, like, he was able to find you guys, and you guys have just made like this crazy ass unit of creatives.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it's so fucking beautiful to see, bro.
Oh, and Ascari's stage presence is just like
Dude,
unmatched. You know, like that shit's just too good.
Ascari, the one thing about Ascari is that no matter what, and like, he reached confidence, and like, and it's like when other people talk to him, I remember from high school, people be like, oh my god, he's so full of himself, this, and I'm like, he can kind of talk his shit though, like,
That's biopolitics right there.
yeah,
That's what you know what that is. That's Ascari refusing to adhere to a particular norm or
yeah,
standard because they know their light is too bright. You know, and that's good. I
dude,
think there's nothing wrong with that.
no, there's not. Like, look, if you sit down and have the conversation with him, you will see that he's just like an upfront, honest person, but at the same
Oh,
time, bro.
no, just straight up.
I just think that overall people aren't used to someone that can have self love like that, and they can easily confuse it with like either like narcissism or like they're full of themselves,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
which is a trend with like artists and creators and like other famous people, etc. But
yeah.
there's a difference between like the actual like the stereotype, like yeah that exists, but like go talk to the person. That's not him, bro.
Yeah, I think it's always better to I don't know. Like we love art so much that sometimes we tend to like deify or like put people on a certain pedestal and it's like maybe like they're allowed to be a person and like they're allowed to have traits that differ from yours and they're allowed to like I don't know. I feel like when we lock in with certain types of art or something or even what who Ascari is as a person or their fashion, right? And like someone wants to make something negative about like how confident they are. It's like, bro, like you got to love something for all of its parts. You can't just cherry pick. Like
Yeah,
that's not you know. So like anyway, I don't know. I think you make some great points, and like I've dealt with stuff not less on like I'm working on my confidence, no lie,
Yeah.
but I've dealt with I've dealt with stuff on like more so like I've always felt like maybe I've had to like dumb myself down a little bit, or like
Oh,
you know, or like just like I'd be worried about like maybe alienating myself or something. And I realize the more I talk about things I'm interested in, like the more people actually want to talk to me about stuff. So I'm like I'm trying really hard to not do that, you know. And I'm also at the same time like trying to, I don't know, just like grow as a person and realize like I'm also like allowed to have gaps in my knowledge, and like I don't know. There's like certain things where I'm like I try to not be a perfectionist about anymore,
yeah.
and like little things. But it's like anyway,
No,
that's I'm talking about in terms of confidence. So
I would say, bro, because honestly, I understand that feeling of like not having the confidence, bro. Because like I was in that position when I was younger, bro, and it took me a long time to build it. And like honestly,
yeah.
bro, for I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. There's no reason for you to not feel confident in yourself,
Thank you, bro.
because like, look, bro, the fact that you can be vulnerable enough to get on the stage and that you can rap your fucking heart off, and you can just like anyone that has enough courage to just like show themselves in a way that isn't like the norm. Like you're not just like some dude like, oh, I'm just posting pictures on Instagram. Like, no, you're posting, you're
Yeah.
showing your art and music and shit, bro. Like
Thanks, bro.
that in itself should give you confidence, not like in your performance, not in how you look, nothing like that. Just in who you are as a person should give you confidence.
Thank you, bro. And that's actually been something like, especially as I reached this level of 21, like I've realized that like that is something I've been trying to give myself more. You know, like giving myself props for shit I've done up until this point, and then realizing, damn, I'm young as fuck, and now I'm like allowed in all the rooms,
Yeah,
so like I can like
I,
actually have,
I'll say
you
this,
know, better
bro.
connects with venues and stuff. Just interesting shit. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
I look up to you, bro. Like say I'll say that, bro. I look up to you as
Stop.
a creator, bro.
Stop.
So like, don't, bro. Start, bro. You gotta feel yourself, bro. Trust me.
Thank you.
Trust me.
I will. I'm gonna write that down.
And always, and I'll say this, bro. Be comfortable with the fact that there's gonna be people against you.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's real. I am. My sister says shit like that. Where she's like, you could be, you could be the ripest, like most tasty peach in the world, and some people just don't like peaches. Like, and some people are allergic to peaches.
Yeah, and like honestly,
You know,
most of the time that has nothing to do with you.
real. No, real. And
It doesn't.
I think I've realized that I've been a lot more happy when I just focus on like my own goals and shit. Like especially, I think maybe that's why I like start so many projects and stuff. One because I like to be busy, and then two because I like getting new ideas off, and I like throwing things at the wall. And I have just I have such a great creative community that I can like throw shit at. And like I would say if you're really interested in, um, you know, documenting stuff in the IE and stuff. One, you're always welcome to collab with the size 18 people. But two, like if you and your buddy have any other videographers you're interested in, like we have a buddy Aloe in San Bernardino who's very talented, but often doesn't have like a
Dude,
ton of clients to work with.
it's perfect. I
Like
live in San Bernardino.
Okay, literally, it's perfect. So all I know is that like when people creatives get together and start putting plans in motion, they can get a lot more done, right? And like so if you and your buddy have already some plans to start documenting shit, you get anyone else involved, and then you can start drafting up anyway, long story short, building a creative community, people you can bounce ideas off, and like there's a system of almost checks and balances where it's like if there's a like anyone is entitled to their own artistic opinion, because I
Yeah,
think everyone should know that art is subjective, right? But I also think being open to constructive criticism is incredibly important. So like I'll throw a song in the chat, right? And there's certain people's opinions in the chat I might respect more on certain topics. Like Jonah is always gonna give me the straight dope on cover art, and they will tell me if shit is ass.
yeah,
And like I might be like, damn, like I worked really hard on that cover, and but like it'll be okay because I also realize like where they're coming from because they have a lot of really cool ideas.
yeah. But like
And
those
then
other ideas help make better. It's that.
literally,
Yes.
literally, and it's like I think it's the construction of it and like juxtaposing like, oh, okay, I'm coming at it from someone who just like I I've always needed to make my own art. I've never had someone else to like help me with it.
Yeah.
And so now I have someone who's willing to like construct certain things for me, or come up with an idea for me, and then like troubleshoot it, you know. And then in the same regard with jank, right? Like I've always had to produce my own stuff because there it was the cost effective way and it was the easiest way. And now I have someone where it's like I don't feel like I'm losing control by getting help from jank or working with jank, but I do feel like I'm expanding my potential, like expanding my possibilities that I can work with now because I have a whole nother person whose mind and experiences, right, I can interconnect with. Anyway, and so like for each person, like Roku really helps me get out of my shell and just like be less, I think, inhibited by myself and
Yeah.
like and be more open to taking risks in my music and in my sounds. The Songo helps me feel like I can get more complex in like my storytelling, get more complex in my wordplay, and then like JDX makes me realize, oh damn, I could be like melodic and shit. Like I can go in different. So I don't know. I feel like all the homies in Size 18 really help inform different parts of my style, and like I'm really, I don't know. I'm grateful for that.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I've had to go through some work and some deep analysis through like my photos and my style, and like I've had to realize that like a lot of the shit I make is really like niche specific, and that like a lot of people may not enjoy it. But
Well, you don't know that.
yeah,
You don't know, right?
but yeah, at the same time though, um, someone has to be enjoying it because I'm somewhere right now.
Yeah.
So it's like if people are seeing something right now, it's like I can't be afraid to listen to the criticism because at the end of the day, I just want to make banger shit. And
Yeah,
it's
you just
like
want to make better art.
yeah, if you can tell me something that's gonna make it look better, or you can tell me like look you can do this in the settings, or you can add in this add in or whatever. Like yeah, tell me.
Yeah. 100%.
Like let me be the student no matter what, bro. Cause I want to be dumb.
Well, and that's right. And I think if I think it's good to have people in I don't know, like I feel like Jank knows a lot more about mixing and mastering specifically. I'm a noob at mastering. Like I can mix really really well to a certain degree, and then like but once it gets to mastering, I'm like, all right, is it up to loudness? Cool, I'm gonna put it out. Like Jank will be like, oh, so like what's your master chain look like? And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I I use ozone in the limiter. I don't know what you're talking about. And Jake's like, what? What do you mean? Like we're releasing stuff like that's not quality controlled? I'm like, yeah, it's just me. Like I'm
But
just doing it.
at this okay, but at the same time though, that might give your music a certain type of beauty.
Oh, it does. It
Yeah,
definitely does.
cause
And I
like
think.
it
Oh,
it,
go
it,
ahead,
it,
go ahead.
it probably gives it a more raw sound, bro.
Mhm. I think so too. I feel that definitely, at least on OJ Simpson too. That was like when I first started really mastering my own shit. And I just realized recently, like I found a hard drive with all my like debut albums stems, and I low key might just like go back and redo the whole thing. Because I paid a dude like $1,000 to master it,
Damn.
and he destroyed the album. It sounds so thin and shitty, and I hate it, and it's okay. But like that dude, like if I ever find that man, oh my god, like it's like he's crazy. Like I won't. Never mind. It's more important story. But Sacramento, like you, like the IE, right? I think we just need means of one, making sure we're working with people we like fuck with, and then two, making sure like everyone gets a chance to be at the table, right? And
Yeah.
there's too many fucking venues, and like we have the venues, we have the spaces, but there's too many venues in this area that like they won't say it, right? They act like it's de facto, like it just happened, but they only somehow will let like white, predominantly indie bands play at their shows, and it's like that's cool, I guess,
But
but
like, let's keep it a
what
bug.
about hip hop
Yeah.
and like everyone else who makes other art in other genres? And it's like, is that all you want to listen to is a reverb pedal like your whole life?
Oh my god, those fucking.
Like I don't, and like I love shoegaze, but like it gets to a point where it's like every night, dog, it's the shoegaze band. Like
Dude,
fuck,
okay,
like
okay,
fuck.
okay. Like, I'm not sure. There's this one band called No Blink, right? I'm not sure if you heard about them.
I haven't, so this is good though, because I'm not involved if the shots get fired.
Okay, bet. So like no hate, no hate. I would just say
No hate.
in my personal opinion, when it comes to like more like rock music and shit like that,
Word.
I would probably say it's just not. It's not. I like my shit angry, bro. If
Yeah.
I'm listening to rock and punk, I'm trying to feel angry, and like for them, it's more just like I don't know how to explain it. More just like pop punk, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever listen to Stella Donnelly?
No, no. Is that the name sounds familiar though?
Okay, so I think she is someone whose lyrics I think would evoke those feelings you want, but her sound is a lot like that more dreamy dream pop style.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like she's got like hardcore like let's burn down the police state shit, and then but she'll be like singing it really pretty and you'll be like, "Damn, I can play this at a wedding."
Like honestly, like my main biggest inspiration for music, bro, has always dude, I'm a big ass '90s hip hop head. Like it
Yeah, we
all
share the
my
same.
rap influence was birthed from that and just like a whole bunch of like punk music and shit. So like
I got a Tupac poster on my wall.
I got this Snoop Dogg poster right here. I got this Snoop Dogg poster. I got this the Logic Frank Sinatra poster. I got Chance, like
Word.
Tyler, fucking Prince.
Word. Oh my god. Dude, that's no, that's the era though. I know exactly what era you're talking that like 2011 to like 2014
Yeah,
like
like
oh
I, I don't know, bro. Like I know for a fact that like just based on my voice, bro. I know for a fact there's certain music I just can't be making, bro. But I do know that like if
that's not true. What music do you think you can?
I can't, I don't know, cause like I don't like look. I have like a deep love for like R&B and shit like
Mhm.
that.
And you
I
don't think you can make R&B?
I feel like I can make some. I know how to make some R&B hits. I just feel like it'd be really hard for me to find a singing voice. I feel like I'd have a easier time finding a rapping
Bro,
voice.
that's okay too, but you could also do both. And I can also like give me 30 minutes you already match. Like no problem.
Dude, I just like anything that you think would like help me get inspiration for like lyrics or like ideas or like
You
music.
listen to hold on. You ever listen to Tyrese?
Tyrese, the nigga from Fast and Furious.
I don't think it's the same guy. Is it?
Tyrese, the black dude, the artist, right?
Oh wait, is he the guy from Fast and
Yeah,
Furious? It's the same
it's the
guy?
same nigga. Yeah, bro.
Oh, I'm fucked up right now.
Tyrese, Tyrese, one of them super niggas like Jamie Foxx that just be doing everything.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Being
get to that level, bro.
Tyrese, like, see, being like Tyrese. That's the name of the interview.
Yeah,
Right?
bro. I feel bad for her, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess it is the same. I didn't know this was the motherfucker from fucking Fast and Furious. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Even Ludacris ass.
Oh my god, you're right. Okay, well Tyrese has some great albums.
Oh yeah, bro. Tyrese can sing, bro. They just made Tyrese a fucking meme because he be in his feels all the time.
It's true. Tyrese, self-titled. Have you listened to D'Angelo at all?
You said D'Angelo?
Uh huh.
Nigga, don't
Yeah.
get me started on D'Angelo.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send you these two, and then I'm gonna throw in a rent. And I'm sure you've heard this one, but Daft Punk Discovery.
Oh, dude, Daft Punk. Oh my fucking
So
god, bro.
I'm thinking if we blend some of these, like we could get a cool concept going. Cause I think if you're worried about um what's the word like for me like I'm a little flat sometimes when I sing, so that's why I use auto tune or whatnot.
Yeah.
But like we can still tune it or shit to even if it's like we use the tune, we can still make it sound like it's almost natural or like part of the instrumental. Like there's a way like Peggy mixes their auto tune that sounds very with the mix versus like I don't know, kind of like a massive contrast. And I think anyway, there's just ways we could do it
Honestly,
if you were interested.
I think if I were to do autotune, I don't think I would want to do anything that would like make my voice sound higher pitch. I know for a fact that my shit's really baritone, and I think that like if there's any way you can manipulate to like make it sound more scarier,
Yes.
I think like
Yes.
honestly like if like
So
I
I have this piece of hardware called the Roland 4, and I'll send it to you.
yeah.
But I'm literally using it. So prop 3, sorry, so many tangents. Prop 3 is the basic concept is I don't want to give too much away, but like it's about an AI and a recording artist trying to find a way to escape a facility together,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh, you're
And
doing like a story based, dude.
oh, it's a concept album, and it's insane. It's already
Fuck
insane.
yes.
But like uh, I'm using this. Okay, that's a tank. I guess the VT4 is also a name of a Chinese tank, which is cool. That's cool, but not what I wanted in my search. All right, let's see.
Fuck it, eh?
Here we go. Fuck it, you know. It's fine. Okay, but basically it's this thing that makes you fuck with the format and pitch of stuff. And so I could fuck with the format of your voice and make it sound lower, but it wouldn't mess up the pitch at all. So like you could still tune it, essentially.
Yeah, I want to do some shit. There's this one song. It's called like Winter by like this guy named Gene Albayo or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds like really like scary and ominous, but this nigga just goes in and just starts like going crazy on that, and like
Perfect.
I think like I don't know. I think low key like it's gonna sound like so fucking stereotypical, but like I don't really give a fuck because
Okay.
like um
Cliches exist for a reason,
yeah,
you know.
they exist for a reason because they fucking work. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but like I just like there's just like some like more like negative thoughts against not even get like against the world. Yeah, against like the fucked up shit that's been like happening in the world and like the like the
Yeah.
negativities in the world I see and like the the faults of the people I see in that like the repeated like actions. I just want to like do something to like get
Cycles.
all
Cycles.
yeah, something to like get all my anger out. But I don't want to just have like some like unorganized. I want to like have like
Nah,
so
dude. And I can even show you like there's certain ways that melody can almost be more harm. Like not that like getting it out in different ways is not the right way. There's no right or wrong, right? But like there are certain ways that melody can help you get anger out in different ways too. Because I think for me, like if I get a certain tune in my head and almost like and the lyrics are about like hard shit, um, it's kind of helpful because it's like okay, I'm kind of like reprocessing these feelings, you know.
I think a cool concept would actually just to find like a really like light, almost like harmonious, scary, like not even like really scary, but like more mellow sounding beat, but like have like really fucked up, just like sound like a really deep, complex story over it, but like have like
Real.
I want the beat to like not like overpower the lyrics, but I want the beat to distract the people from like all the bad shit because it's like that's kind of what it feels like for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's cool. And again, that's what art is for is trying to broadcast your own subjective experience to other people, you know, and if that resonates with them, it almost illuminates this kind of interconnectivity we have with each other, right? This deeper need for connection and human understanding. And I think for the artist, it's a particularly I don't like the word religious, but like spiritual
Yeah.
act, you know, where it's like it is something I do ritualistically, and I feel like I have to do. It's not I don't have a reason for it. I can't necessarily explain it. I just know I feel weird if I don't do it, and I know I feel like it's a really good channel for me for a lot of my energy,
Oh, that's
and
just
so
creativity, bro.
right,
Yeah.
right, and like but I think the funny thing is so many philosophers and so many medical experts, right, like especially in like the shit I'm studying, they have no definition really for what creativity is. Like people still like, and so it's weird that we are people who are kind of honing this energy that even like fucking doctors have no clue what to call it or how to
Dude,
necessarily measure it outside
you,
of brain activity.
you know what I honestly think it is?
What? Talk to me.
I just think it's probably just a natural force that's like out there in the universe or in the world or some shit, and just like
Mm-hmm.
we as people were lucky enough to hone it and make something out of it.
Yeah.
I think it's just something that like it's just something that's out there. I just think that especially with humans, bro, because like think about it, we're the only species that can make something out of our hands.
That's actually true as fuck.
Yeah, so like if you think about it, creativity was made there. Like that creativity is just a human thing.
That's an interesting point.
No matter how you look, no matter what field you're in, you're using creativity. Like that's why it sucks to see how like artists get disrespected and shit like that. Especially when like, oh, I want to be an artist, shit like that. It's like, bro, even like the
Yeah.
fucking like the computer analyst, like they're all using creativity in some sort of capacity. It's just the people that use it as the main force as their profession. It's just not
Mhm.
respected.
No, literally. Oh, and that's something. If you've ever seen any of my Chewy podcasts, but that's like my first Chewy Torres interview is actually all about that because that's what I'm mostly going to school for. Like I'm doing work with didn't even mention this. I'm doing work with the Union of Musicians and Allied Workers, and like I go basically I just go to their like political education meetings every week, and
That's
we
dope as
discuss.
shit.
It's so fucking fire. I won't lie. Like we're discussing like solutions for different problems or different perspectives of how to tackle some of the campaign issues, and it's just kind of cool because they're like we're all just gig workers and music workers who just happen to have the time to be able to do this, and so that is it is dope as fucking because I like the idea of how you're talking about we're not really respected as artists. Like it's not really a thing you can say. Like when people going back to when people ask you what can you be when you grow up, right?
Yeah.
You can't really just be like I'm an artist because a lot of motherfuckers will kind of laugh at you and be like,
Yeah.
that's insane. This dude's crazy. But I really think and this is where my interest in AI intersects. Okay, this is why like a lot of people think I'm into a bunch of different things that have nothing to do with each other. But I really think it's a synthesis of all these things that like show where we're going as a species. And let me explain. So AI is finally going to reach stages where it's eliminating the need for secretaries. It's eliminating the need for people to
Oh,
do.
I've heard this fucking point. Yes. Yeah.
And so we're going to get to a certain point where we're kind of faced with a decision, right? And I think it's a decision that won't possibly be made without destruction and other shit. But people will either be able to use AI to its full potential, which means like to help liberate everyone in economic stress and stuff like that, to the point where everyone can be as creative and use AI in certain ways to be really harness the full potential of intelligence and creativity, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think the ultimate goal is. Or you use it as like a way to continue the capitalist engine before it blows everything up and like we don't have a world to live in anymore. Like those are the two outlooks because
Well,
this technology exists and it's developing,
okay.
and we as artists, right, are harnessing that creative energy already. If we can find ways to use this stuff, we're basically we'd be living in the peak of human existence, regardless if the world destroys itself or continues, right? Because we'd be able to decide how this technology can expand and be used for each other. Anyway, sorry,
Okay.
tangent.
Think about it like this, dude. When the internet first like was like publicly available for people,
Hmm.
so many people just didn't understand the power of it. But there were so many early artists back in the day, fucking like Soldier Boy. I heard Danny Brown and like I forgot this
Yeah,
other
dude,
nigga, bro.
Soldier Boy was a huge pioneer
Yeah.
in that era.
Okay.
Sorry, who was the other guy?
I forgot who the other nigga was, but he was I think he's some nigga from the IE. He never like blew up like that because he got killed. Rest in peace.
Oh fuck.
But what's it called? I'm not saying like yo AI is gonna be like the next it might be the next crazy big thing. And honestly, bro, we had to learn a way learn a way for it to benefit us before like it becomes like a mass thing, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And when we're already there, like we're right there.
Yeah,
I feel like we're so close to it being something like decades. I'm not even like so close to it that
bro,
like
less than 10
that's why I
years.
feel the need. No, and that's why I feel the need to go into MIT like and see if I can. I literally feel that need to finish my bachelor's and see if I can get in that room, you know, because I feel like I have a unique perspective and like that might sound crazy, but like with my arts experience and with my background and especially like gems and understanding systems of power and control, I feel like it's vital that we have voices from that are not just people who are like maximizing profit output and maximizing like its use for the most wealthy people in the world. Because I think this technology is like the ultimate technology. I think it is the ultimate, like it's almost like a drug. It's like a maximization of human potential. Like I don't know. That sounds crazy, but
No, dude. Like,
I'm
okay,
trying to put it into words.
okay. I can, as a human society, I can definitely say in 50 years, we're going to be experiencing a different type of life. It's not going to be hyper futuristic like we imagine in
Well, because we'll
movies.
also have climate change.
Yeah.
Remember, like that's the one
But on it,
hiccup.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I think we're in our lifetime that's something that we're always gonna deal with. But I don't think I would be highly surprised if like the next like 100 to 200 years if that ends up taking us out.
I don't know about everyone, But for me, it's more so how we will use it as a justification to reorganize our government.